with everything you do and how beautiful you do it very publicly. You do it on social media, and you're sharing your children and your life on social media. And where does that come in? Do you get negativity from it? Do you feel pressure about it?
I do. I love talking about this topic because I think it's really important. And I would say in the grand scheme of things, I don't get that much really awful, rude messages, comments, which surprises me a little bit. I would think I would get it more than what I do, to be honest. But there are some that have been, I guess, completely like jarring. Some of them I take with a grain of salt or think are, just ridiculous. And then some of them can be pretty like hurtful. I try not to respond to these like negative comments, and because I feel like it's sort of feeding into it. Like I feel
Absolutely.
like I just spiral, right? And I've seen like where other people are starting to participate and
Yes.
this drama that I don't need, nobody needs in their life. Like I think one of the biggest problems is people make so many assumptions. Like they see a 10-second video or they see something and they just make so many assumptions seeing this like short little clip based off of like their own personal experiences and maybe their trauma or something that they went through. I mean, I even get it though in public sometimes. Like I was at my son's wish trip with my family, and a woman walked by us with her daughter and started ripping into my family, to her daughter, about how we were a huge family and how we can't devote a lot of time to our children because we are a big family and our kids have to share toys and they don't get a lot of things. Like all these things, I'm hearing all of it. At first I was upset, and then I realized that she's projecting and that maybe she had a bad experience at some point, or it could be a series of things. I don't really know, but I know that it really had nothing to do with what we were doing. It was, it was all about like things that have maybe happened to her or things that she's feeling. So I try to remember that, honestly, even like online. I'm like, I try to remember, okay, this person may be projecting, this person may have gone through something, and this is triggering for them, right? That does in itself help a lot for me, with dealing with these things. And I will be honest, as I've gotten older, I'm like, if I don't feel comfortable sharing something, I just don't do it. Like if my gut is saying, don't share this image or, don't put this out there, then I don't do it. Even if I have permission from my children, like if I just don't feel like it should be out there, that's also kind of shifted quite a bit for me as far as like where I used to share, I feel like everything. And I used to be more of like a documentary photographer. Like I was sharing definitely more like raw images of my children than I do now, which are much more controlled environments.